Receiving schools, here is a reference for today's lesson. Your strand, substrand, outcome, topic, materials, and your reference.
Good morning, 8Cs, receiving school students and teachers.
Good morning, Miss Irma.
Thank you, sit down. HCs and receiving students, our activity, in our previous lesson, I reminded you that we were going to, all the groups, all right, each one of you, each groups were going to have their presentations today. So can we have each groups, please? Group 1 to Group 7, you worked on each aims, okay? The aims of the Commonwealth. All right, Group 1 and Group 7, please work for world peace. So your question, Group 1 and Group 7, can you divide that? Let's have one, maybe to one question, or yes? Okay, Group 1, please, can you do question number 1? And Group 7, oh no, let's have, okay, Group 1 and Group 7. Okay, quickly up to the front. All right, when you're quickly, Group 2 and Group 6, please. Okay, can we have Group 7 too to just come and stand nearby? Okay. Where's the other mic?
What is world peace? World peace is having freedom and harmony between nations from war. Is the world at peace today? No, the world isn't at peace today. Why isn't the world at peace today? Because there is still fighting and arguments and conflicts between countries, prime ministers, and the people of the world. How do Commonwealth nations contribute to the peace process in Bougainville? By helping with food, medicine, shelter, and others, etc., and clothes, etc. They also send military force to stop fighting in order to bring peace to the people.
Okay, thank you, Group 1. Okay, all right, Group 1, sit down. Okay, Group 7. All right, can you others, you listen very carefully, please.
What is world peace? World peace, to understanding, is when the world is not at war, there is no violence or disorder. All global nations should have peace in order for all people and all countries to work together to trade and support each other in times of need. Is the world at peace today? The world is not at peace today. A few countries have wars and a few have conflicts with each other. Why isn't the world at peace? The world isn't at peace today because of the current war that is happening in Iraq, the conflict between Australia and PNG, and there is poverty in Africa. AIDS is also a key factor in why the world is not at peace. How do Commonwealth nations contribute to the peace progress in Bougainville? The Commonwealth nations contribute to the peace progress in Bougainville by going to the province and collecting all illegal weapons, such as guns, from the people, trying to meet the people and their warlords to make them have peace with each other.
Okay, thank you, Group 7. All right, so their questions were based on world peace. That's one aim of the Commonwealth, okay? Making sure that the world is at peace. All right, group 2, please. Group 2 and 6, quickly. Group 6, please. All right.
What do we mean by support equal rights for all people? Children, young and old, all their rights must be equal. Example, in the bank, the teller does one talk system like saving his relatives first before the other customers, which is not equal. What do we see? Do we see these practices in our country? Yes, we do.
Okay. No. Group 6. Okay.
What do we mean by support equal rights for all people? We mean that all citizens have the right to express and exercise their rights. Example, speech and movement. Do we see this practice in our country? Yes.
Okay. Group 5, please. Group 5. Okay, those of you who are still talking, hey, can we have you to keep quiet, please? We cannot hear.
What is independence? Independence is having freedom to do things on your own without being told. Why do we want all countries to become independent? We want all countries to become independent so that they can make their own decisions for their benefit and not other people making decisions for them.
Okay, good. Group 5. Sorry, group 4. Group 4, please.
Working against poverty and ignorance. Explain it, please. We have to work against the conditions of being poor, people dying of starvation because they have no money to buy food, being homeless and no supply of essentials they need. How can we fight against poverty, sicknesses and ignorance in PNG? By providing job opportunities for those who are jobless and who are living on the street, to get them employed and to earn their living. Also by being kind to people who really need things like clothes, food, utensils, etc. to live. We should give away things that we already have in homes to people who need them.
Okay, group 3, please. Group 3. Oops.
What kind of development do you want to see in developing countries like PNG? Give reasons to your answers. Hospital facilities. Upgrade hospital facilities to carry out major operations for cancer or organ transplants. Schools. Having better school facilities such as classrooms, textbooks, and other stationaries in order to ensure a better future for tomorrow's leaders. Roads. Roads linking between rural areas and hospitals to have easy access to medical care. Other means of transportation, example, trains could be another way to get from one province to another, besides aeroplanes, ships, etc.
Okay, thank you. Group 2, please. Oh, finish. Okay, so you all finished. Okay, so receiving students, your groups have just gone up to the front and presented, all right? So each of those aims, okay, remember, Commonwealth has aims, okay, that they try to work towards, and from those aims, you were to, okay, answer a few questions based on those, on those aims. So like world peace, how do Commonwealth countries, how do they maintain or how can they help the world to be at peace, okay? Or how can the Commonwealth nations, how can they fight against poverty or sickness, all right? Or how can they support, okay, equal rights for all people? So those are some of the things, important things of Commonwealth. So what did we say Commonwealth was, right, class? Receiving students, we said Commonwealth was a group of independent countries that have, okay, historical background to Britain, okay? One example, not one example, but, okay, we're referring to colonization. Colonization, they were once colonized by Britain. All right. Okay, can I have, Naomi, please give out these worksheets quickly. Okay, we didn't look at the countries that belong to the Commonwealth, right? We didn't. Here, Nedison, quickly, one each. Receiving students, you'll have the map on your screen. All right, HCs and receiving students, looking at your map quickly. Okay, if you don't have any, please, can you share with your friends? No, not this. You can share with your friends. Okay, listen here on the screen, please. All right, there are more than 50 countries that belong to the Commonwealth. All right? List down 10 countries that are Commonwealth nations and 5 countries that are non-Commonwealth. All right, can you do that now quickly? 2 minutes. All right, list down at least 10 countries that are Commonwealth nations and 5 countries that are non-Commonwealth. All right? Okay, just get the activity done.
Thank you.
Okay, who's finished the first 10? First one to finish 10 countries. You don't have one. Can you look? 10 countries. These ones that are shaded. These ones that are shaded. What are they? The countries that are shaded.
Commonwealth countries.
Yeah. And the ones that are not, they are non-Commonwealth. But I told you, Australia is. It's a and 5 non-Commonwealth countries, 5 countries that do not belong to the Commonwealth. All right, you can come up here and list down 10 of them. List 10 Commonwealth nations and 5 non-Commonwealth. Okay, anyone ready? Oh, let's just say all right, receiving students, you can go up to the board and list down 10, or write down 10 Commonwealth countries and 5 non-Commonwealth countries. All right, HCs. Yes. right, quickly, can we have some of you to go up because of the time? Okay, let's have Michael, can you go and write one, please, quickly? Michael, write one. Next one. Michael, and then Sandra. Sandra, you're next. Yeah, okay. There's a blue here. Permanent whiteboard. No, Australia is. It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's a Commonwealth. All right. Eunice, Michael. Daphne, okay, non-Commonwealth, yeah, Daphne. You can fill in non-Commonwealth too. Emmanuel. Okay, wait. Eileen. That's okay if you want to add more than 5 or more than 10. countries in the Pacific. They're also finish. Okay. Okay, 8Cs and receiving students. All right, so you want to list at least 10 Commonwealth nations that belong to the Commonwealth, and 5 non-Commonwealth nations that do not belong to the Commonwealth. Okay, you're looking at these countries, right? You're supposed to look at your map and identify those countries, okay? So you agree with these countries that belong to the Commonwealth here? All right, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, okay? Non-Commonwealth, USA, Germany, Brazil, okay? All right, there are more than, listen, 8Cs and receiving students, more than 50 countries that belong to the Commonwealth, okay? A quarter of the world's population, okay, belong to the Commonwealth, all right? Now, these countries, remember, they have what do they have? Historical background, okay, connected to Britain. They were once, okay, being colonized by Britain, or they have a relationship with Britain, all right? Hey, 8Cs, are you clear? And receiving students? Okay, I'd like everyone to sit up straight, please. All right. Okay, who is the head? Okay, the head of the Commonwealth. All right, Queen Elizabeth II. So Queen Elizabeth II is the head of each state, head of state, but because she lives in England or United Kingdom, okay, she has a what? Representative, okay, who acts on her behalf, which is the Governor General, okay? All right. HCs and receiving students, we'll stop here. Okay, there's one thing, please, for your homework. Can you get this one down? What is the difference between an ambassador and a high commissioner? All right, what is the difference between receiving students, an ambassador and a high commissioner? Okay, it's to do with what we've just looked at here, Commonwealth and non-Commonwealth countries. I think you know. Some of you do, some of you don't. Or the difference between High Commission and embassy. For example, okay, Australian High Commission, Japan Embassy. Do we say Japan High Commission? No. Okay, I'm giving you a hint here. Japan Embassy, Australian High Commission. Right? New Zealand High Commission. Chinese Embassy. Okay, just get the difference between these two. Right, receiving students? All right, and that brings us to the end of our lesson, HCs and receiving students. And our keyword still on Commonwealth. Thank you, HCs, receiving students and teachers for listening.
And thank you for your lesson.
Teachers, here is your reference for the next lesson. Your strand, substrand, outcome, the topic, materials, and your reference.